Okay.
Wait, we gotta get. Oh,
Is he cool?
oh, what are you?
I'm a pirate.
You look funny.
What do you mean?
I'm just so used to see. Wait, do I see your underwear still? No.
Do you? No,
Oh,
no.
no, not
I have
really.
pants on.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
I like your hair though. Like you look
Thanks.
better.
Oh, thanks.
I can't. You were like really dark and like purple last time, like the emo phase, and
Yeah.
now you're like
I'm
in the
coming out.
experimenting phase.
Yeah.
How you will bleach my hair and make it light teal, and you know. Okay, so while you were away, I leveled up.
I see that. You're 3 levels higher than me.
I'm level 73. I literally have been just grinding Castle Armory. No. Yeah, Castle Armory. I've literally just been grinding that. And the reason I was grinding that wasn't for XP, but I got a ton of it. And it was for mana. I have almost 22 million.
What?
Yeah. So, something that I don't even know if I told you that like the enemies, like when there's two of us, it scales up. So like there's more enemies and like the ogres have more health and stuff like that. So solo though, I was able to run through Castle Armory like crazy. Like if I click on the crystal, it shows you your best score and your best time. My best score was 221,000, almost 222,000. Best time was 4 minutes and 37 seconds to run through the whole thing on Insane.
Oh, wow.
Like I was doing that over and over and over and over and over again. Like coming back to the shop, checking the tavern, what he's got for sale. I did buy a few things. So I've spent a lot of the money actually. So I've earned more than this, and I kind of wish I hadn't. I didn't think I'd get this far because I would have just bought the bird. Like I want this bird so bad, and now it's close, but it's not close. So
how long did it take you then to get 22 mil?
Oh my gosh. Well, I was getting about 1 million per run, like give or take, depending on the item drops. So, 1 million times like 5 minutes. So 5 times 22. Yeah, however many minutes that is.
a couple
100
hours.
minutes. Yeah, a couple hours. But I mean, I've done it for hours and hours. Like this is, I've spent a lot of the money too. So my sword is actually disgusting
8,000?
now. Yeah.
18,000?
Yeah, and when I use this, oh yeah. And when I mix in this number, 56,000,
25,000?
yeah, he absolutely destroys.
Now you're gonna be able to do stuff.
Yeah, and I have been too, like, cause the big guys that come out only have like 8,000, 9,000 health. The ogre on solo was having like 500,000 instead of like 6. He's melting. My towers are a lot better, so they do a lot more too. So
Yeah.
So I upgraded my sword. My sword's at 28 out of 35. I upgraded some into armor until it was getting pretty expensive, but that's where I'm getting a lot more tower damage from. Is I put about 14 I put exactly 14 levels into every piece of armor. So that's higher. I respect my hero. I took everything that I put into speed out of speed, and I dispersed it into defense
How
area.
do you do that?
You come over to this feller in the shop, and then services. You can respec your hero for 100,000. Also, the XP bonus you should be buying. You can only buy it once a level, but it's worth buying now. Now that we're level 70, it's worth buying. It's just like 10%.
So what is it? How much XP does it give you?
It's like 10%, I think, or something. It's like 10% or 15 or something percent of the bar. It's not much, but it's worth the 70,000.
Right, because you get that in like 2 items.
Yeah, for real. So, okay, so I've done all that. I respect my hero. In my item box, I did buy 2 griffins, and I also have something for you. But I'll hold on to that. I have gotten like a lot of nice swords. Some armor is pretty decent. Oh, I did go back and do alchemy labs a few times, trying to get a better bracer, but it didn't happen. I sold the junk ones and I held on to a few of them. So, okay, so next, as you may notice, there are sets of armor on the flow.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
Yeah, so basically what I've been doing is I've been like dropping the set I have, picking up a set, and then going back to my item box and comparing it to the other. So like, what the heck is this one? Plate? So like I'd pick up the plate set, I'd come over to my item box and I'd be like, okay, what plate items can I compare? Like, oh, okay, I have 3 plate helmets. Let me look and see which one I want to put in the set. So the sets, because like you either go DPS or you either go tower. So the sets are designed to follow one or the other. So like this helmet may not be the best plate helmet I have, but it's the best plate helmet I have that's for towers. So that's kind of how this is. So this is like a plate tower set. This is like a leather tower set. And this is like a leather DPS set. And so as I get new items and stuff, I'm going to pick up this set, check the item box, and compare it to new stuff and swap out as we go. So I do have like 4 pages of stuff.
Oh my gosh.
So
what you're saying is I can use this armor.
So what I'm saying is like that's how I'm upgrading pieces. Like I'll take it and I'll go over and stuff. Also, I changed the options to only show legendary and godly stuff on the map because I was getting, I mean, there's so many drops and like isolating the dots. Because now that I've upgraded armor, green dots rarely show up because like what drops has no upgrades and it's kind of not fair. So I decided to just put it on legendary and godly. Just legendary.
How do you do? Yeah, so just legendary and up it'll show.
Yeah. So I decided to do that. So when it's legendary or godly, it'll be like a black dot on the map, and I can just go examine it.
Nice.
And yeah. And then this set over here is like the beginner set that I have for my next character. This set I've actually upgraded, and this is a set that you can pick up. So let me unlock the tavern there. So this set is a DPS set, obviously. It's actually the best stuff I had, and it just happened to be chain. So this is like all my best chain DPS, and it's like my best DPS. So if you want to drop the armor you're carrying right now, like, or give it to me or whatever.
Yeah, I'll have to trade you.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah. Well, shoot. I kind of wanted to see what you were doing damage-wise before, but I forgot. So, I just shoot the dummy. We'll just see what you do without armor. 1,000. That's not bad. Okay, now pick it up. I mean, it won't be like a drastic difference because you've already put like so many upgrades into hero damage. Okay. It's not so bad.
I feel like it's the same.
It's super similar, yeah.
Oh,
Okay, let me see.
okay.
But you have 411 into damage now. Like it must like scale up lower. Oh, it's because your weapon. Duh. Okay, yeah. So your armor's a lot better now, and I also have something else for you. So I went through a lot of pets in the shop, and I picked this one. He's like a little tiger that flies. So he is, if you look at his specs are like superhero based. 10 into speed, 15 into damage, 26 into casting rate. Casting rate, not such a big deal, but you'll be able to upgrade things faster in the heat of battle. But he has negative 24 tower health and negative 26 tower damage. So that's why he was really, really cheap. But I figured you're not going to use him for towers anyways. Might as well have a pet that will buff your damage, speed, and casting rate, as well as your one ability there, as well as attack. Because the one you have right now, he's not maxed out. So I think this one will be better anyways. And I put a bunch of levels into him, getting his attack speed up, his attack rate, or no, his attack speed and his damage. So he's all around. He's not bad. He has a few more levels to go, but it was getting pretty pricey, so I stopped leveling him up. So you can just press F on him or whatever. And so what the tigers do is if you come over to the pet, you can test him out. They don't shoot, they tackle, and you can see he tackles pretty quick. So the other reason I went with a tiger is because a lot of the other pets were trash, but also I figured since you're a range person, like it would be nice to have a range pet, obviously, but this will help you like get in the action more, because and he has like plus 30 knockback, so he's gonna be knocking things away from you. So I kind of thought about it as like, you know, in Minecraft, you know, you get a knockback sword, but like you don't like basically knockback on your bow because it knocks them away from you, which protects you, but then you can just blast them with your gun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was the intent.
How much was he?
He was only like a 1.5 million or something because of his yeah. Well, because of his like negatives. His negatives are really bad if you're like really really bad. So yeah, I think next I want to just I'll just take you through Castle Armory and kind of show you how I've been doing it. If you want to just like press G and like follow me around or something, because I've got it down to a science. And what's nice is that like the spots don't have to be perfect. This is obnoxious. It gets caught on that dummy's head all the time. Like, so I can kind of rush through things. There are going to be more enemies, so it's probably going to take longer than 5 minutes. And we might be able to get more items. I come over here, put this bouncer, come over here, put this bouncer. Usually hop down there, get the chest, come back up here, come up here, press G, finish building this, come down to the middle, slaughter these fools. Look at that, like butter. Yeah, we definitely need to focus on getting you a new weapon, because it's the weapon that's holding you back.
Really? You think so?
Oh, 100%. 100%. Your weapon's really bad.
What? I thought it was good.
It was, but I mean, like, well, how many upgrades have you put into it? Like, how many levels does it have left?
It has 30. It's 14 out of 36.
Okay, so we might be able to get that up a lot higher. It's just going to take a lot of mana. So by this point, I'm usually back here. Grab this chest. Press G. Press G. Press G.
Oh, sorry. I was like in my zone.
That's alright, it's alright. So this is all about like speed. Like, so once I get the basics up, now I'm just going around and fortifying, but I don't have to worry because this round is nothing. Like I could leave everything as it is, as it was first round and survive, but yeah. So now I have this set up, and then I go for the final down here. And you're gonna notice too, like, remember there were 4 harpoons down here? Now I only use 2.
Yeah.
Because because I've gotten like
so good.
I mean, yeah. Well, my stuff does a lot more. Like this slice and dice now does like 2,000 a shot, and it hits really quickly. So the extra 2 harpoons we're able to put up here because those wizards and everything got stuck way back here. And also sometimes the big guys get stuck on the bumpers and they don't do anything. So at this point, you're really just pressing G and opening chest. And you can either AFK it or you can help the right and left flanks like you're doing. But so I try to make sure to open every chest on the map because those items are selling and that's what's getting the money. So yeah, there's 2 godly things on the map, one down front and the other on the left, but I don't really have to inspect them right now, I guess.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, it really is. Like, look, this wave's already done. Like, it's really insane. And the fact that I can help attack has been like huge.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And whenever we go fight that buy-off,
yeah,
that we can do.
Yeah, because when I first started doing this, I had to upgrade the left and right bumpers up top, as well as the 2 bumpers that I had down middle. But now I don't even have to. You can run through it without any upgrades at all. I mean, we'll see how it goes on with 2 people, but yeah, you can.
I hit G. What the heck?
It's all good. It's all good. Okay, so there's not that many more people. There's like, I'm pretty sure there's usually like 300 on this. So I assume they just have like a little bit more health this time. But it doesn't matter. We're easily cleaving through. So
yeah.
it was kind of nice because I could just like watch videos or something. Like get it all set up on waves 1 and 2. And then just run around open chest and watch videos or listen to music. So it was tedious, but it wasn't so bad. Like I've definitely done this a lot for XP, and I still stick to it. I think the grind in this game should be better gear, because I've done this so many times and I haven't gotten a better sword. I've gotten close, but I haven't gotten a better sword. And like XP, I think you should have to grind for gear and XP, not for mana. So like as soon as like I do not want to do this for the rest of the time playing this game. So, but to get through the campaign, I think we should just stick to not like trying to glitch mana or something, but yeah, so this has been definitely a special experience. Because like I said, mana was not an issue on the PS3.
That's nice.
So, but yeah, that's it. I mean, 451 enemies, I think that's a lot more. I think it was like 3 something, but not a big deal. And once the ogre comes out, he should have more health. I don't know how much, but then I just blood rage him and destroy his bloodline. Yeah, he doesn't have much more health. Look at this though, half a million health, and he's dead instantly. Like, I mean, you were here too, but.
Yeah, I was like.
But still, like, it's crazy. It's absolutely insane. Okay, so now that we have this downtime, we don't really have to do anything. I want to look at your weapon. Yeah, so it's not bad. It's not terrible. 36 upgrades is pretty good. Mine has like 35. So I think we just need to upgrade it and like only put into damage, because my sword base damage is 2600. Like yours is like 200.
Oh.
Yeah, base damage. That's yeah. So because I didn't all the upgrades on my sword went straight into damage. I'm not using this weapon to get more like tower health or anything. I'm not using it for block. I'm not using it for anything like that. So it all went into damage. Yours is a little different because as the huntress, you obviously have things like reload speed and shots per second and clip ammo that are, sometimes pretty important. So not all 36 upgrades all the time can possibly go to range damage, but like, I mean, your reload speed's really fast, your clip size is 100, like your shots per second is 6. I'm pretty sure that's the most you can have. So like the next 17, 16 levels should go straight into damage. And we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how high it can get, but I mean, so then I return. How much is it for an upgrade right now for that?
Let me look.
Set it back to Castle Armory and then check the shop. That's not terrible. That's not
to invest to the next level is 170,000.
Yeah, so that's not so bad. I can't remember what we just had. I was at 21 or 20, almost 22, I think. So we got 600,000 from that at least each, which is nice. So like that's what I mean. Like if I was by myself, I was getting about 1 million. There were a little bit more enemies, and obviously we split the mana. So 600,000 though in what, 6 minutes? Like that's pretty good. So that's what I've been doing. So how much mana do you have?
I have 2.3 mil.
Yeah, you might as well dump all that into your weapon.
All of it? You think so?
All of it. 100% all of it. We'll see what the potential... I mean, that's the best weapon you have by far, so might as well just dump it into it and see how high it can get. Because if you can get that 200 base damage to like 400, like you're doubling your damage, obviously, but
So put it all into range damage?
Yeah, because you shouldn't be able to do shots per second anymore. I mean, clip reload and clip speed, clip capacity are already pretty high. So, yeah.
What's lightning damage? Like, how do I activate that?
That's, so when you shoot the dummy, the white number comes up and the blue number comes up. The blue number is just the lightning damage. Like, it's automatic, it's already happening.
Oh.
But some of the enemies are immune to lightning, some are immune to fire, some are immune to poison. So, if you put into lightning damage, it would eventually scale. So what happens when you upgrade damage and stuff like that? It scales up. So that's how I got to 2,000 whatever damage in like 28 levels, because when I first put it in, it was like 14. When I next put it in, it was like 20. When I next put it in, it was like 30. When I next put it in, it was like 45. You know what I mean? Like, it ramps up until a certain point. It's like 100 or 128 or something. And then it stops. How high did it get?
I got to 23.
23, not bad, but the 728, so now shoot the dummy. Like, you're doing like 3-4 times the damage almost. Heck yeah.
Dang.
Not bad. So we wanna be on the lookout for better weapons, because like that's everything for you. Like, if you can get a weapon with 50, 60 upgrades,
That'd be nice.
yeah. So that's already a lot better. If we could max that out, that would be pretty nice as well. So yeah, so as you put it in, it'll ramp up. So now the next level will be like what it was last time or whatever. So if you put into the elemental damage, because there are those resistances, it ramps up even faster and higher. So instead of a cap of like 128 for normal damage, the cap for elemental damage is like 250 or something. Like, it's like double. So each upgrade could be 250 more, 250 more, 250 more once you get it up that high. But I mean, the drawback is that it's some things you can't even hit with it. So I think it's best to just go with normal damage and just slaughter everything.
Right.
So yeah, that's it. I mean, we can farm, for some levels, for some armor, for some weapons or something. We can keep doing mana, or we can try the boss again and see what happens. Or yeah, it's up to you.
I think we should try the boss again.
Ooh, juicy.
Just say.